today I'm entering my very first actual race. A while back I found this book. It's called The Book About Me. It's a Dr. Seuss book. And in it, you know, there was my height and weight, but there was also something that said, when I grow up, I want to be, and I wrote, racer. Today, at least for a moment, I'm going to get to be a racer. I'm going to race a car. And so I wanted to share this with everybody else. I am super stoked. I'm excited. I'm nervous as all get out, but this is going to be a lot of fun. And I wanted to share it with everybody. So here we go. It's kind of cool how I got started in this sport, and I hope that a lot of people can see how easy this is to get into. Everybody thinks that, oh my gosh, you got to have all this money and all this. It's really easy. You see a lot of Hondas out here. You see a lot of generic cars. I got started, I got a C7 Corvette, and one day somebody says, are you part of the Corvette Club? I said, no. And I said, why would I want to be part of the Corvette Club? I already have a Corvette. But I joined. And then all of a sudden I got to autocross. And that was pretty cool, going around cones and stuff. Then they had this event where we're actually racing on the road course at Texas Motor Speedway. Man, I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked like a junkie. And my wife ended up getting me a driver coach. He took me out to Motorsport Ranch. Ray Anderson, Ray, this one's for you. He coached me up and taught me the basics of driving on a road course. Next thing you know, I joined Eagles Canyon. Next thing you know, after that, I'm driving my car over here at Eagles Canyon and I'm participating in SCCA time trials. And what a blast. I ended up buying a 6th gen Camaro, and it is bad to the bone, fast as all get out. And with the help of Dassault Designs, I got it very track ready. And not too long ago, I got a personal best on this track of 210. The car absolutely screams. During this whole time, I got a 2nd gen Camaro. And when I got to meet Mike Dassault for the first time, he's kind of the Camaro genius, I got to make it track ready. So I started getting that car track ready. But there wasn't an event that I could go wheel to wheel with either one of these cars. So one day I'm looking on Racing Junk and I find the Great Domino. $12,000, and it's a turnkey race car. And after that, I started coming out here, and the opportunity to race SCCA came across. I met Sam through time trials and asked him for some help because tomorrow he's going to be fast as lightning. He is going to kick some tail tomorrow, Sam Daniels is. But I'm going to get to live my dream. And so Sam and I have been working on it together, and it's going to be really cool. And so here we are, wheel to wheel in Domino, and it's been a nice gradual progression. I hope anybody else seeing this video can find their car, come out to the track. It's pretty easy to do, and hopefully it motivates you to come out.
I kind of got my start always playing with cars since I was a kid. Always into racing, never really get to participate much. Had an old Mustang that I kind of beat on. Wanted to take it to autocross, had a ball with it, made it pretty fast. Just kind of grew from there. Autocross, then I made it a track car, and then another car. So kind of a little bit of addiction there. As you get older, you really want to do the things that you kind of always wanted to do anyway. So now was the opportunity. So I just hang out at the track here and when I can, and drive a 07 Corvette on time trial days, and of course put back the old 65 Mustang again for some track days. But all fun stuff, and doing the door-to-door thing might be the next level for me to go.
Hey, it's PDV Auto Sports. This video is brought to you by sellformyprice.com. If you're thinking about selling, want a cash offer, go to sellformyprice.com. As is, no commissions, as is, where is, with a free lease back. Go to sellformyprice.com and name your price. As soon as I start coming out of the grid, the car's filled up with smoke. So, didn't even get to make a lap. Well, that did not quite go as had been anticipated. The good news is that we got some practice in yesterday. This is our home track. We sat on the grid. We were all ready, pumped, ready to get going, and we get fired up out of the grid, and the cabin fills up with smoke. Apparently, we got a little bit of oil on the headers, and the great Sam Daniels is fixing all that, and we'll be ready for qualifying.
Our first practice session didn't go very well. I didn't even make it out a lap. So what happened was the valve cover gasket sprung a leak on us. Not sure if after changing it out we got a wire caught under it or what, we just didn't get torqued down all the way. But anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And so anyway, a little cleanup, a lot of cleanup, and retorque everything down, and we're all set. Looks like we ran it, we leak checked it. We're going to be good to go.
All right, well, we're going to try it again. We're going to try to qualify, and we're going to see where we go. We're going to try to go fast, and we're going to try to keep it on track. Man, that was a kick in the shorts. So when we came out of the grid, we were there forever. And I was sitting there going, oh my God. Sam was like, visualize, just use this time to your advantage. Coaching me up and all that. And I was like, oh my God, this is awful. Let's go already. Everything just kind of took its place. I knew where my lines were. And I got my first pass in competitive racing. Did my first qualifying. Woohoo! Not too bad. Car filled up with smoke a little bit and kind of freaked me out for a minute. And then my neighbor over here, Paul, he lost his transmission at the top of the hill, and it was still green. And I came over the hill, and there's his car, and I was like, oh, smokes. But I ran a 218 something. I was, what, 0.8 of a second off the pace. So not too bad for my first time out. Sam's getting credit for it according to the scores. So hopefully tomorrow when Sam runs a 215, I'll get credit for Sam's. So hopefully that might work out really good for us. But little babies staying together, and we're rocking and rolling and ready for the feature event. Well, it's time for the main event, baby.